Hey there, my name is Lucy Malenke.
And I am Giovanna Ramsey, and we are the founders of Coshoctonians for Peace and Equality. We are a grassroots group founded in 2020, and our mission is to bridge racial divides in Coshocton County.
So we are here as part of the work that we've been doing over the last year, and we've been doing that work in collaboration with the Equal Justice Initiative, which is a national organization, and they're doing work in communities all over the country that have some history of an act of racial terror or racial violence. And so we've been working to make the story of Henry Howard, who was a Black man who was lynched in Coshocton's Court Square in 1885, known to our community, and to sort of think about what that story should mean to us today. So as part of that project, which is called the Community Remembrance Project, we have an exciting opportunity for high school students in the area. We're offering, in collaboration with the Equal Justice Initiative and the Johnson Hummock House Museum, essay and arts contests. And so we're here today to tell you a little bit about those opportunities.
Both contests will ask students to examine the history of a topic of racial injustice and to discuss or explore its legacy in today.
So I'm going to start with just a quick overview of the essay contest. So for the essay contest, students are asked to write a relatively short essay, around 800 to 1,000 words, that uses a specific historical event of racial injustice to make connections between the past and the present, and to offer insights into how this history can be overcome to change current realities. And work toward a better tomorrow.
In the visual arts contest, students are asked to create an original painting, drawing, sculpture, photograph, or a digital print. This artwork should explore a historical event that has some connection to present day injustice. Submissions must be accompanied by an artist's statement.
Okay, so both of these contests, we've mentioned the word racial injustice, and that term probably means different things to different people, but we thought it would be helpful to maybe talk about what it means to us. So Giovanna, when you hear the term racial injustice, what comes to mind for you?
When I think about that, like the things like slavery and segregation, and nowadays with the things of the shooting of unarmed Black men and just Black people, I think that's what really comes to mind when I think about racial injustice.
Yeah, so there's both the element of like the past and the present. I think about things like Jim Crow laws. I also think back to the genocide and forced removal of Native Americans in our country. But when I think about present day things, I think about things like Black farmers not having access to the same loans and resources that white farmers have. I'm a mom. I recently, a couple of weeks ago, had my second child, and something I was thinking about was that Black mothers are 2.5 times as likely to die of pregnancy-related causes than white mothers. And so that's a reality that exists in our country today. So those injustices occur in the past, they occur in the present, they can occur on an individual level or kind of on a broader level as well. But what all of that means is that there's a lot of flexibility for both the essay and the art contest and what kind of topic you want to explore or portray. And so there's a lot of options. Oh. And I have my little baby here with me, so I'm going to try to calm her down. All right, so we want to talk a little bit about how winners will be honored. So Giovanna, would you maybe talk about how the art contest winners are going to be honored?
So all art submissions will be displayed in the Johnson Hummock House Museum Student Art Show, a playground of talent. Winning art pieces will be shared via Coshoctonians for Peace and Equality Facebook, with permission, of course, and winning art pieces will also be featured in our Juneteenth program, which will be held Saturday, June 18th.
Okay, so similarly, the winning essays, we'd like to share them on our Facebook page, if that's okay with the winners. We're going to have the first place winner read their essay at our Juneteenth celebration, and we'll also recognize and honor the other winners there. One thing to know is that students can only participate in one contest and make one submission. And so there might be some differences between the contests that are helpful to know about. One, the deadline for the arts contest is sooner. So it's March 11th, it's coming up in the next month. The deadline for the essay contest is May 1st. So there's more time to work on that. Additionally, the prize money is different. So for the Equal Justice Initiative has agreed to contribute at least $5,000 to be divided among the winners of the essay contest. We're currently fundraising for the prizes for the art contest winners, but we know that those prizes will be at least in the hundreds of dollars. So both contests are a great opportunity to get some recognition for your talent and your creation, and also to get some money. I want to show you the website where you can find out more information about both contests. So I'm going to share my screen. This website is found at sites.google.com/eji.org/Coshocton Essay and Arts Contest. You also can Google EJI and Coshocton Essay and Arts Contest, and this should come up. But this is the main page, and it gives an overview of both contests. But what I'd really like to draw your attention to is something that can help you get started with brainstorming. And so the Equal Justice Initiative has put together this great list of resources on topics of racial injustice. And so ranging from enslavement to mass incarceration, to housing discrimination and the death penalty and capital punishment. There's lots of topics that you can click on and explore here. Additionally, because both contests ask you to explore a specific historical event, we have put together a list of local historical events of racial injustice. And so this is a great opportunity to learn about things that have happened in our area. And they range from the Native people that were pushed out and killed in this area, to fugitive slave laws that oppressed free Black people in Frontier, Ohio, and the lynching that took place here, all the way up to some events that are closer to the present day. So we encourage you to explore that and get some inspiration for your submission. There are also guidelines for both the essay and the arts contest that you can look at more closely, and we're going to be producing some videos that go into details about both of those contests. One thing I want to point out is that for both contests, it's going to be important to connect whatever that historical event is that you choose to our present. And so you want to be thinking about how can history be overcome in order to change the challenges that we're facing as a country today. So that is our overview. I wanted to ask Giovanna, because she was more recently than me, at least, a high school student, and she's a graduate of Coshocton High. And I wanted to ask her, if you were still a high school student, what would make you want to participate in this contest? We know high school students are super busy, so what do you think?
Yeah, like I realize you guys are super busy, but for college, everybody loves money. Like you're going to need money to pay for things. So of course, money is a big factor, but also maybe you're just creative in other ways, and that you think that you can get your beliefs and your point across, and your opinions about things out in a different way. And I think this would be like the way to do that. And I'm very excited to see all of the artwork and the essays that are turned in.
Yes, we hope that you will submit and look forward to seeing what you come up with. Thanks so much for your attention.